However you define success in business, starting to build a surplus of money is a pretty major milestone and it feels so good. So if there is cash just sitting there in your business account but it's doing nothing, what should you be doing with it? In this video, I'm going to help you make the most of it. Hi, I'm Claire Sweet, money coach and qualified financial advisor. For the last 14 years, I've been working in the financial services sector and I run a successful financial services business. I'm here to help you walk into wealth, enriched, empowered and excited. I've built my dream life and now I'm going to help you build yours. And remember, if you have any questions, post them below, because at the end of each video, I answer one viewer's question. Maybe you're a couple of years into your business and you're getting to that stage where you're not spending every single penny you earn or having to borrow from friends and family, which is brilliant, but it presents a different challenge. Or maybe you're finally getting 2 or over 6 figures, but you've not had time to figure this stuff out. Obviously, you want to do something with it, but what to do for the best? So it just sits in your account, another month passes and it's still sat there doing nothing. It's such a missed opportunity. Depending on your personal situation, here's 5 things to consider doing with that money. The first thing I would suggest is that each time money comes in, you put aside what you need to pay for your tax and VAT. Take that money out first and keep it in a separate account. Why? Because at the end of the year, when your accountant tells you how much you've to pay, there is little more on this earth stressful than facing a massive tax bill and not having the cash to pay it. This practice alone can make you feel so much more organised and in control of your finances. And tax money is not your money to start with, so it makes sense to put this away first. I've created a system based on a brilliant book called Profit First, written by an American, and I've pulled it into a plain English system that works for the UK market. More often than not, when you get to the end of the year, there's more money in that account than you need, which gives you the opportunity to take an extra bonus or reinvest in something that your business really needs, like a training course or a mastermind you fancy, without worrying that you can't afford to do it. Number 2, build your director's account. Now this doesn't have to be complicated, it's just another account you name director's account. And again, every time money comes in, put a percentage away into this account and pay yourself from there. One of the biggest things you can do is to pay yourself a regular fixed salary every month. It helps you budget, but more importantly, pulling out a fixed amount each month means you can build a surplus in your director's account. So that if you've got money sitting in one main business account, set yourself up that extra account and start tucking some cash away there. When you get to the stage of having 3 to 6 months salary in your director's account, it really takes the pressure off. If a client doesn't pay or goes bust, or you want to take some time off to travel, or if something hideous like coronavirus happens again, even if you have no work for 3 months, you're okay because you've got that surplus in your account to pay your salary. And so your mortgage and bills at home get paid without enormous levels of financial stress. But once you've done both of these and still have money sat there in your business account, what next? Well, there are loads of other things you can think about, but I always focus on the things that will improve the quality of your life now or in the future. What are your wealth questions? Let me know what's on your mind in the comments below. How long has it been to take you to this point in your business? One thing you could look at is putting money into a pension. Even if you don't really think you'll stop working or creating new things, you might want some options and security when the time comes. If you have a new modern flexible pension, you can pay in as an individual, but your company can pay into it as well, which is a really good way of taking money out of your business without you needing to pay any tax on it, because it goes straight into your pension. Admittedly, you can't take it until you're 55, but it's tucked away and it reduces your corporation tax bill like any other expense you have. Number 4, build your safety net. If you find yourself with a surplus in your business account on an ongoing basis, you could look to set up things like private healthcare or death in service benefit. You know how if you work for a big company and you die, you get 4 times your salary paid to your loved ones? Well, you can do that as a limited company director for you and anybody else in your staff you want to, which can also be a really tax efficient way of using your money. Almost there. One more thing you can do with that cash sitting in your bank account coming up, but first, if you're still with me, can you take 2 seconds to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up? It really helps keep me motivated to keep bringing you helpful content. Okay, let's keep going. Number 5, your personal emergency fund. If you've got to the point where you're building a surplus in your personal bank account because you're drawing out more money from the business than you need, There's a few things to look at too, and yes, that includes holidays and luxuries, but the biggest thing is building an emergency fund. I know we've talked about this before, but it's just so important that if you've got some money you can dip in and out of if your boiler dies, or your dog needs emergency treatment at the vet, or if your car needs repairs, because otherwise you'll end up dipping into your dream fund and that's no fun at all. After that, you could look at longer term savings like an ISA or paying additional money into your pension so that your money has grown and kept up with inflation when the time comes. If you've got a mortgage, you could look at overpaying, and certainly if you've got credit cards or personal loans, these are usually a priority to get paid off. But the key here is having a plan. By using your money wisely, you not only end up with more money to spend each month, but you can actually have a much better quality of life, both now and in the future, without spending a whole load more. Okay, time now for today's Ask Claire question, and it comes from Julie. Am I better to pay monthly into my pension or put in lump sums when I have them? Well, the answer to that is that generally paying in monthly is the way forward, because you benefit from pound cost averaging. In simple terms, the cost of the units that you're buying varies every day. So whereas £100 today might buy you £100 units, next month it might buy you more or it might buy you fewer, depending on what's happened with the price. And that means over the year it evens itself out, rather than you trying to guess when might be a good time to put in a lump sum, because we can't predict when that's going to be. I hope this has helped you take one step closer to that life you really want.